So, for speaking assignment number 6, I will be talking about video games again this week. There's some things I didn't like about last week's video that I wanted to improve on. So, here it is. Hey, video games. What is the reasons that we play them? Why we find them fun? They're recreational. They take a lot of time to play, and a lot of us just enjoy it. They can be somewhat addictive in any manner, whenever you're relaxing with your free time and you're sitting back and you're either playing a multiplayer game, whatever, an RPG, which is a role playing game. It's just Skyrim or whatever you play. World of Warcraft as well. It's an MMO as well, an online multiplayer to be specific. And some of those games, they take up a lot of time. Time that you could be doing other things with, like studying or working and whatnot. Yet we still play them. Why is that? Well, for one thing, we find them very entertaining, relaxing, sometimes even therapeutic. Myself, I am a large gamer. I play a lot in my free time, though. So on the weekends, I'm playing, but other than that, they can be addictive to us. And, they can cause us to put things off because you'll be thinking about the game instead of doing your homework, and it'll make you forgetful. You'll forget an assignment or whatnot. But video games, they can teach you hand-eye coordination because you have to see a visual of something or hear something, and you have to react on it. You have to move and react. It teaches puzzle-solving problems. Certain games are just puzzles where they want you to move blocks around and whatnot to create a certain shape or make a path or something, or even work together as a team to solve a problem and defeat a large enemy or whatnot. It teaches communications in between teams, about teamwork, strategy building. We have our strategy games here, like your chess or Jenga even. It's skill and a little bit of luck, but a lot of strategies involved with that. We also have our card games. Card games are actually really expensive to play because if you want to be good at them, you have to spend a lot of money on cards or trading cards back and forth to get better combinations, and that gets really expensive trying to do. And some college students don't have as much money as I don't know others with jobs and whatnot. But video games also have their bad things. They're addictive. You'll be thinking about them instead of doing your own work. Especially for kids. Kids, they're actually really bad. Especially if you're playing online. When you're playing online, um, some older people, they say some really mean things to those kids, and those kids end up picking up on it. And there's nothing worse than having a kid cussing at you over the internet, and it's just frustrating to some of us. But you know, definitely, I don't think if you're under the age of 16, should you be able to have like I don't know massive like communications. I think it should be restricted in some way for the kiddos, so they don't pick up those bad talking habits. And as well, like what are the means that we can play video games? The reason that makes them so addictive is that really we always have them with us. We have our mobile gaming. You can game on your phone, on your computer instead of doing your online homework or whatnot. You could go and turn on a game on your computer, or even give your console gaming. As soon as you get home, you want to go and turn it on. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I'm trying not to. Yeah, sorry. But we also have our console games that require us to just sit down, relax instead of opening the textbook. You'll open up your laptop or whatever, and it just gets distracting. I know that it does, But even some games, they even have history in them. They have like there's some games like Assassin's Creed and Rise: Son of Rome. Those two games have some roots around the Roman Empire and the fall of it and after the fall. and you get to see some structural buildings in there, some structures that are famous, like the Roman Colosseum and whatnot. And you get to run around the streets and kind of get an idea what it's like over there, just looking like during that time period. Like certain games actually go off of like history. Some of them are formulated and created based off of whatever the developers see in history to go back on, which is a really cool thing to do, I believe. But basically, here's a rundown. Video games are very entertaining, relaxing to us. They teach us certain skills like hand-eye coordination and problem-solving and communication, but they also have their drawbacks to bad language habits and being addictive and time-consuming. Because sometimes you'll spend hours trying to get something that's so great, but really, it's just coding. That's not that important. Thank you.